The old map was brittle and yellowed, its edges frayed from years of use. It was a relic of a time long past, a time when the woods that stretched out before them were a place of wonder and mystery. But now, they were shrouded in an aura of dread. Alex and Emily, two intrepid explorers, had heard the local legends of the haunted woods. Tales of strange lights, eerie sounds, and shadowy figures have been passed down through generations. Skeptical at first, they decided to investigate for themselves. Armed with nothing more than a flashlight, a compass, and a healthy dose of curiosity, they ventured into the dense foliage. As they walked deeper into the woods, the sunlight began to fade, replaced by an eerie twilight. Strange noises seemed to follow them. The creaking of branches, the distant howl of a wolf, and a low, mournful wailing that seemed to come from deep within the forest. The trees towered above them, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the trees, sending a shiver down their spines. They stopped and listened intently. There was a definite sense of being watched. A cold dread crept into their hearts as they realized they were not alone. They continued on, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. As they reached a small clearing, they saw a crumbling stone structure. Ivy covered its walls, and broken windows stared out like empty eyes. They approached cautiously, their hearts pounding. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. Cobwebs draped from the ceiling, and the floorboards creaked ominously beneath their feet. As they explored the ruined building, they heard a faint whisper on the wind. They turned to face each other, their eyes wide with fear. Just as they were about to leave, they heard a blood-curdling scream. They dropped their flashlights and ran, stumbling through the darkness. Branches whipped at their faces as they raced towards the edge of the woods. They finally burst out into the clearing, their hearts pounding in their chests. Behind them, they could hear the sounds of something chasing them. They turned to look back, but there was nothing there. Only the eerie silence of the haunted woods. Panting heavily, they made their way back to their car. As they drove away, they glanced back at the woods. The trees seemed to watch them, their branches swaying in the wind. They knew they would never forget their experience,